At this whole time, and it wasn't even live, so that's funny. All right, welcome everybody. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining. Thank you everybody. Pardon me, because for the first 7 minutes of the webinar, I actually was I was actually talking with and it wasn't even live. I don't know why I thought that I put it on live. So anyway, I thank everybody for joining. And I thank you for being patient for the first couple minutes. First, I want to know who's here. So put your name and where you from in the chat box. And also I want to make sure that everybody can see me well, and then also that they can hear me. So could you please write that in the chat box? It should either be below or it should be to the side, and just put a yes if you can hear me, and then also put your name in and where you're from. Okay, so as you're doing that, also just a few house rules and everything is that nature. We're going to cover some of that. We're going to cover some of we're going to cover 7 productive habits. These are the most productive habits that I know. So these are the things that I've learned from millionaire mentors. I've spent, and you're going to hear my and Gardy, I appreciate you for saying that you can hear me. So I want to make sure that we good. But I'm just going to teach you the things that I've learned, things that I've received from my millionaire mentors in the years of practicing, helping people. And although it says, it's to make your business highly lucrative, it's not just necessarily a business, but it's also your life as well. So these productive habits that you're getting ready to learn is applicable across every area of your life. It could be 7 productive habits towards your health, towards your business, towards your life. We're going to help you overcome procrastination today. We're going to help my personal goal. I want to make sure that once you learn these habits and the things that you need to do, you're not only going to overcome the struggle of procrastination, but you're also going to be able to overcome the burden of having too many things going on right at once, how you balance your life, your career, and doing different things of that nature. So that's what we're going to be talking about, these productive habits. So Bernie Wine, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining from New York City. That's what I'm talking about. That's my city right there. Gardy, say where you from too, and more people are going to be hopping on as well. So, but we're going to keep on rolling. Last thing, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to write them, but I'm just going to keep on rolling because, my focus to get thrown off. Right. So, but make sure you write your questions as we go along, because when it gets to the end, I'm just going to be answering everybody's questions as well. Okay. So that's what we are going to do. And in order to do that, and if it's something that if you need to raise your hand, you'll be able to raise your hand as well, right? But outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Gardy, thank you, appreciate that. Appreciate it, from New York and VA. Okay, New York, maybe you got one parent in New York, one parent in VA, half and half. I get it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. So I recommend one other thing, that you have a pen and paper handy. Also there should be, and this is my first time using the software, so hopefully I did it correctly, but you should have a bonus for jumping on. Everybody who jumped on, I want to just do something special for you. So I actually gave you a free page out of my book. My daily pocket planner book is a brand new book that's getting ready to be released just within the next couple weeks, and I'm excited about it. So what I gave you was, I gave you the blueprint of it, which is the 5-point checklist that you saw when you first registered to join this webinar. Well, what you got is, you got exactly the blueprint that I use in order to be more productive every day. And just in case you think that I don't do it, I have pages and pages of filled notes of me doing this, giving you this exact blueprint, this exact sheet, just for joining free. So this is what I use every day to be productive, right? All right, so let's get ahead and get started. 7 productive habits to make your business highly lucrative with zero stress. Okay, so first, this is the real conversation that we're having. The real conversation is really how to be twice as productive in half the time and have fun, without stressing yourself out. A lot of people think, well, what's the common thing we usually hear, right? Hustle, get it done, move, get work done. And as much as I'm the productivity guy and getting things done, it's really more about you working smarter, not necessarily harder, but also you being able to stay focused on your time without stressing yourself out. So if I can get you at the end of this webinar to learn one or two or a couple habits that can actually make you more productive, but you don't feel like you're stressing yourself out, then I feel like it's a win. Okay, I feel like that's a win for me. So that's really my goal. Okay, my goal is to give you some habits that you feel that's actionable, that's practical. That's one of the things about me and the things that I train on. I train, just not specifically on productivity, but I want to make sure that when I'm giving you certain things that I know, and I'm on the same journey as you, I'm growing, I'm doing different things, I'm getting mentors, but I want to make sure that the things are practical, that you can actually walk away from this webinar and say, all right, this is what I can do as soon as I get off this webinar. This is what I can do as soon as I wake up in the morning tomorrow, like practical things. So the things that you're going to learn today is not just theory and things that I think are true. These are proven habits that the world's most successful people are doing on a daily basis. And this is what's helping them stay ahead. I'm talking about the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Michael Phelps of the world, the Denzel Washingtons of the world, right? I'm talking about, the Warren Buffetts of the world, so this is what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's what my goal is for today. Okay. And if you stay to the end, so that's actually what I just showed you. So I'm going to give you one of these pages, which you should already have. So I decided to give it to you early. So it should be in the, you should already have access to it as well. Okay. Now, what makes this event different? Okay. What makes this webinar different? One is going to be, it's going to be fun and interactive. I really wanted this to be, interactive forum, interactive workshop. Typically, I'm not going to have food and stuff. And hopefully, actually, I hope I uploaded the right one for you all, but it's the same information. But at the end of the day, typically it will be food if this is a live forum. But bathroom breaks, make sure that you silence your cell phones. At the end of each lesson, we'll do sort of a recap so you know what we talked about, and just be interactive, give 100%. You have access to the worksheets. As far as the theme, the theme is just understand that you have the ability to control your emotions, and controlling your emotions is what's actually ultimately going to help you be productive, even if you know the right things to do. Okay. So I have control over my emotions. All right. That's the theme we're going to think about. Okay. Then I'll provide you some additional resources at the end. Okay. So this is some good stuff. All right. So this is what we have to look for. So my question to you, what is the similarities between these two people? Who knows? If anybody could guess, and feel free to put this in the chat, because I also want to make this sort of interactive, but we got to keep it moving as well. So what is the similarities between these two people, right? If you know what the guy on the right is, right? You know who he is, Steve Jobs. And then anybody know who the guy on the left is? Just take a wild guess. Who is the guy on the left? The guy on the left is Pablo Escobar, right? So what do these two guys have in common? Well, one, both of these guys, believe it or not, although Pablo Escobar is one of the world's most notorious drug lords, drug dealers, killed a lot of people, although he did that, right? And Steve Jobs, of course, is innovative with Apple. Both of them have in common that they're both actually highly productive. And not only are they highly productive, it says it through the amount of money that you're making, right? If that's one of the areas that's important to you. So actually, both of these guys are billionaires. I think Pablo Escobar net worth is something crazy, like I think it was like 31 billion that he amassed over over his quote unquote tenure as a drug lord, if that's even how you want to say it, but then the same thing with with Steve Jobs as well. He amassed billions and billions of dollars. And one of the things that, that at least these guys know how to do is they know how to get things done and be productive. So by any means, I'm not praising Pablo Escobar, but I'm saying is that he was a billionaire. And even though he did a lot of negative things and bad things, right? Imagine having to do all those things and still watch out for the police and still watch out for people killing you from, the drug cartels and all of that stuff, right? So I watched a documentary on them, and it was just amazing amount of stuff that got done. But that's the similarity. So no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, being productive in these habits work. Okay. And these are the things that some of these guys did. All right. So just a little bit about myself, if you're not too familiar with me and my story. I'm a mentor and a coach. I've been doing it for the past 10 years. You'll hear about my story a little bit more. But I invested over $15,000 within the past 2 years. Me just learning, traveling, me paying for mentors, paying thousands of dollars for online courses strictly about being productive in business and being productive in life. I spent $15K over. So I have a little bit of a perspective and I got mentors. So I know a little bit more about this particular subject. One of the things I was blessed with is be able to network with celebrities and millionaires. So if you follow me online, you you follow me on social media, on Instagram, I am Terrell Jones, or on Facebook, I am Terrell Jones too. Then, you see me, I post pictures with celebrities and different things all the time. I'm blessed because I'm on track to actually make 100K this year with a full-time job. And I attribute that to me doing the exact things that you're going to get ready to learn inside of this webinar. So this is fun. Are you excited? Because I think this is really going to blow your mind. And the bigger part is I make this fun. That's part of one of my MOs. And one of the things I like to do is just make things fun. Everything doesn't have to be always, work hard, head down, and you stressed out at the end of the day and you hate your life. It don't have to be like that. All right. It can be, you can also make this fun as well. Okay. So that's part of my goal here. So these are just some of the people that I've been blessed to meet and blessed to rub elbows with. Everybody from Al Sharpton to the guy in the middle. His name is Jeff Walker. He's one of the world's most notable and highly paid online marketers, millionaire. Busta Rhymes, obviously, Lala, E.T., Malik Yoba, and the list goes on. But these are some of the things that I've been able to do just by being productive. All right. And then, just a few more of these. Two ladies that I'm with over here, they were part of Obama's advisory board when he was in office. And I do different things as far as speaking, going out, coaching, doing different things with the crowd. I get things. This is the reason why I do what I do. I get stuff like this on Instagram. She said, I'm excited. She either talk about focusing and never giving up. I'm extremely happy right now. I'm damn near in tears. She's just so grateful for me putting out content, and she just says, she supports me and she's happy about in the content and the training and things that I've given her. She's been excited about and it's really been helping her. So so it's just a blessing. So this is why I do what I do. So although I've done a lot of things right, mostly done a lot of things right recently because I'm fairly young, right? I would like to think, although I was talking to an 18-year-old the other day and he said, 35 is old. I'm not 35. I'll be 30 on June 15th. Although he said, 35 is old, I'm like, man, I'm about to be 30 on June 15th. I feel old now. Right. But recently, I've started to do a lot of things right. But, more importantly, I've done a lot of things wrong. And the reason I say more importantly, I've done more things wrong is because I've learned from those mistakes, and you actually learn more from your mistakes and your failures than you do from your successes. Okay. So after doing this for 10 years, there's a few things that I've learned. I've learned how to effectively plan. I learned how to, how to get more things done, but in less time. And then I learned how to motivate myself so I could overcome procrastination and start taking action. Okay. So I discovered this the hard way. And my goal is I don't want you to have to discover this the hard way neither. Okay. So the hard way for me was, one, doing random activities, right? One of the things that I see people do is they do random activities without actually really having a strategy behind what they're doing. That's one. So so that really hurt. That really hurt me along the way. One, just being distracted, right? If you're talking about productivity, there's no way you could ever have a conversation about productivity without having a conversation about focus, right? So you can't focus if you're being distracted all over the place. And one of the things is that you have to think about the things that need to be done, but you can't feel overwhelmed. Like you have to know what you need to do, but do it in a way where you don't feel overwhelmed. So that's where it comes, where you feel like, I can't balance my life. I have too many things going on, and you feel overwhelmed. And then you probably don't end up doing anything because you feel overwhelmed, or you give so much attention and energy to one area to just your family, and everything else gets neglected. Your health, your business, or just your business, but then your wife and your husband is mad at you, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, right? So, so that's what this conversation is about. Okay, does that make sense? Hope it does. Hope it does make sense. If it makes sense, just give me a yes in the chat box, because it's a really about, we're taking a holistic approach with this. It's not just the typical hustle, kind of training. This is really, my goal is to really give you a holistic, lift you up holistically in every different area of your life. Okay. And hopefully if you're interested in money, it's going to make you a few dollars too. So that's the goal. Okay. All right. So, let me ask you this. Imagine what it would be like if you had more time and more priorities to get things done. What could that really be like? What could that really feel like? If you had time to spend more time with your family, if you had more time to just put in the time in your business, if you had more time to exercise and to do the things that you really love in your hobbies, what would your life really look like? Right? What if you have just more time just to go out and travel and do adventure and do those things, right? That's what this conversation is about too. It's about giving you more time back. And with that time that you have back, you can do more things. All right. So in the past 90 days, I've worked with celebrities, as you've seen, and it's really helped me triple my productivity. So that's a blessing as well. Okay. But one of the things I got to give you a disclaimer, although I'm going to be walking through certain examples, and these examples are going to be, some of them are going to be financial examples. I know some people get hung up over money and different things of that nature. And I'm giving you financial examples because I know a lot of people interested in money, and a lot of people who, that either follow me or that's on this right now, are going to watch the replay of this in businesses as well too. So I'm going to show what the financial benefit is of being productive, but this is not, something that you're just going to get rich quick with, or this is going to be, this is a skill, productivity skill, just like anything else. Right. Just like learning how to, play a sport or play an instrument or learning how to sail or do whatever. This is a skill like anything else. OK, so it's not nothing that you're going to get rich over. Right. So we're going to talk about 3 secrets today. And the 3 secrets we're covering is the secret number 1 is I can make more money in one day than I can in 1 month. A lot of people's like, you bugging. How can I ever make more money in a single day than I did in a month? You can do that if you're productive. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Secret number 2 is I'm not really a procrastinator, but I've been telling myself this weird lie. We all lie to ourselves and think that we can't be more productive than we are because, we have this example and that example. I can't do this, can't do that. I'm going to show you some of the lies we tell ourselves and then what you can do to overcome that. And secret number 3 is I can easily stop others from distracting me and stay focused all week. That's another thing we get all hung up over is, I know what I need to do. I'm focused. But I have a wife or a husband or boyfriend, girlfriend that I live with that keeps distracting me. I have a dog. I have children. I have coworkers, right? There's always going to be something else. My phone keeps ringing. There's always going to be something outside of yourself that's going to distract you. So you're going to put an end to that myth, and I'm going to show you exactly what you can do in order to stop that force. Okay. So if you like that, definitely give me a yes. Does this making sense to you so far? Are you understanding what we're getting ready to go through, how this can really change your life? Just looking at these without even jumping into the secrets yet. Do you see how if you adopted these ideas, how it could change your life? And Bernie Wan says, yes, perfect sense. Happier life. Thank you. Yes. I mean, that's what it is. Okay. All right. So we're going to jump into the 3 secrets now. Okay. All right. So secret number 1, I can make more money in one day than I can in 1 month. Okay. So first we're going to talk about one of the things that that's one of the trademarks that I really talk about a lot is the phenomenal formula, right? So you might have seen me, and I wonder if I have one of my shirts here. I don't have my shirts with me, but I have a shirt. You might have seen me. If you look at one of my videos on Instagram, right? You'll see a shirt that I have on that says phenomenal, right? And the shirt on a shirt that says phenomenal, it says phenomenal equals strategy plus preparation plus productivity equals phenomenal. And that's really how you be phenomenal, because one of the things that I've really noticed is with people who are really successful is the fact that they have these 3 things. 1, they have a strategy. Anything that you ever do, make sure that you have a strategy to what you're doing. You don't ever just want to just be doing things on random and it's not building towards something. That's where a lot of people make mistakes. They just continue to do random things, but it's not building. What successful people do, they build on top of everything that they do. So what I'm doing today and what I'll be doing 7 days from today, next week, Wednesday, right? Everything that I did within the past 7 days is going to build on towards something in the future, right? But then you can have the strategy on what you want to do, but you also got to prepare for it, right? You got to be able to get yourself ready. You can't just go from, all right, I know I have a strategy to win this game, to I'm gonna start playing a basketball game, right? Right? Who's facing each other in the finals right now, right? We got Golden State, who's getting ready to go against who? The Cavs, right? And guess what? They prepared. They didn't just go from, all right, I know how I'm gonna win this game, to let me go in and play the game. They went to the gym. They eating the right things. They drinking the right things, right? And that's what's helping them prepare for the game. So that's what we have to do: prepare ourselves not only physically, but prepare ourselves mentally as well. Okay. And then obviously productivity. You actually got to get on. You got to actually get in the game and get things done. That's you being in the floor. That's actually you in the game, real time, running plays, actually making shots. That's what productivity is in the moment, you doing what needs to be done. And then that's what's going to get you phenomenal success. Okay. So secret number one. All right, let's get it. So secret number one is, we're going to go through two. Is the power of one and remove distractions. Okay. So the power of one is you really being able to focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. And so you don't become overwhelmed. Okay. So think about it like this. So if you think about, a lot of the things that people feel overwhelmed with, right? Like, so let's say you have a family at home, you got kids, but you also have, also have work that you need to do, right? Let's say a business, like a big thing I hear is, I have a business but I have family and I don't really know, how to balance the two. And, I like to go to sleep at a certain time or whatever the case is, right? Well, what the thing is, the power of one says, okay, well, what's the one thing that's going to have the biggest impact towards whatever the thing that I need to do, right? There's two facets of this. What's the biggest thing that's going to have the impact? So let's say if you have a business, right? If it's only you in your own business, well, then there's one thing in your business that you can do that's going to have an impact on so many other things, right? It's almost like a domino effect. So what's that one thing that you can do that's really going to impact the rest of the things that you're trying to accomplish? Okay. So, so that's one facet of it. Okay. So just sort of think about what's the domino effect. Like a quick example, like for me is, one of the things is I want to impact 1,000 people this year to be able to take my online courses or be able to take my books and things and be able to access my books, right? So let's do this one. I want to give away 10,000 of my books free by the end of the year, right? 10,000 free books. One of the things I can do, I could talk to people one by one and I could give them my book, right? And then that's one way I can do it. Or another way that I do it is, okay, well, what's one thing that I can do that can help me focus my efforts instead of maybe talking about the book on Instagram and then maybe calling people about the book. And that could be 1,000 efforts. One thing that I'm doing is I'm contacting a sponsor, a company who's going to sponsor 10,000 books. And once I get the 10,000 books for free, I could give them away at conferences. I could give them away at colleges. I could give them away at my live workshops. So that's what I'm saying. What's the one thing that you can do that's going to knock down all the other dominoes? And then the second facet of that is, what's the one thing can you do in this moment right now, right? So the main reason many people get overwhelmed and they feel like have too many things going on is because they feel like I have to do everything right now or my entire world is going to come to an end, which is not true. It's not true. Everything is not going to come to an end if you don't accomplish everything right now, right this second, but that's the lie that we tell ourselves. So the power of one is, okay, in this moment, in this hour, in this 30 minutes that I have right now, okay, what's the one thing that I can do? And the one thing that you can do may just be, I want to give my family a dedicated focus for this hour. I'm not going to think about work. I'm not going to think about the problem. I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm just going to focus this 1 hour on my family. And that's what I'm going to pay attention to. Right. So that's what the power of one is, focusing in a moment, but then, also being able to focus on something that's bigger, that's gonna knock down the rest of the dominoes. Okay. And then remove distractions. So that's what we're talking about today. So let's say if you remove distractions, just think about how much time we have, how much time we wasting. Typically, the average American spends about 2 hours a day on social media, about an hour a day watching TV, 2 hours a day on email. At the end of the week, it's 35 hours. And at the end of the month, it's a waste of 140 hours. That's why this blows my mind so much that so many people say, oh, I can't be productive, I can't get things done. But at the end of the day, look how much time they waste, 140 hours. Just imagine if you took that 140 hours, right, and you said, all right, well, I'm going to actually not do these things that's wasting time, but I'm actually going to sell a product. I'm going to sell a product that's $47. If you can make only 5 calls in 1 hour and make 1 sale per hour, you would make 400. You'll make $1,645 that week just from taking that 35 hours a week and making $47 an hour by making 1 sale. Right. So that's how you be productive with your time is, okay, what areas are not really giving me the bang for my buck. Okay. So that's secret number 1. Just understanding these 2 things is really going to help you make more. But let me ask you this. So remember what the first one was, right? I can make more money in a day than I did all last month. Now you see why. How much time you spending on just browsing randomly social media, browsing randomly watching TV shows, browsing randomly on email. And it's not just these things. What are the other things that you're doing? You're talking on the phone for 2-3 hours a day, right? All of those hours you can be using to put towards you making money. And now you're looking at an extra $6,000 a month. That's how you make more money doing it this way when you start being more aware of these things. All right. So if you like this, does this make sense? Do you like this? Do you see how you can apply this immediately and then say, okay, I can, if I start paying more attention to my hours, then now I can start using those hours, getting those hours back, and I can start putting it towards things that are more productive, right? And it don't necessarily even have to be money. It could be, all right, I have more hours now to work out. I have more hours now to put towards my family. I have, so now this is how you start getting that balance back in life. This is how you start putting things on your agenda. It might just be more time to travel and do the things that you want to do in your life. So that is what that is. All right. So Bernie, thank you. Yeah, phone, sleep, and partying. Those are some things as well that can really get you. Okay. So strategy moment. So where could you focus on one thing and eliminate distractions? What's one thing you could do to focus and eliminate? I want you to think about this. You might, want to write it down, or, you can write it in the chat as well. But where could you focus on one thing and eliminate the distractions in your life? We all have distractions. Okay. But that's something that you want to be able to have in the back of your mind. All right. So secret number 2 is I'm not really a procrastinator. I've been telling myself this weird lie. All right. So what's this weird lie that we all tell ourselves? All right. Well, one, these is actually 3 weird lies that we tell ourselves. Okay. And it's really just crushing us, was the reason we're not getting more things done. And it's the reason why you're procrastinating. Okay. One is you say, well, I'm a perfectionist. It must be perfect before I release it. And and I remember I had this bad. I had this so bad. Like, as far as me, I didn't want to put my stuff out because I felt like I was going to be judged, especially where I'm from. Like, I'm from New York City. I'm from the hood, to be straight honest. I came out, as a kid, ended up going to college. And, I realized that, while I was in college, that it was a lot of my friends that was dropping out. And, there was a point in time where I said, you know what, I want to be able to start helping people get through college. So actually, when I said that I was coaching for the past 10 years, well, I started off actually coaching college students. So, so as the years progressed, I dabbled in and out of different businesses. But when I was helping students, I said, you know what, there was a point in time during the past 10 years where I said, you know what, I want to get serious about this. And I want to create my own book. So I actually got a book right now on Amazon called The Fastest Way to Win in College, helping students graduate and different things of that nature. But when I first decided that I wanted to come online and I wanted to start doing webinars and I wanted to start putting out my videos and stuff like that, I was scared. And I was scared and I was nervous. and I was covering up, acting like I was a perfectionist, but I was really scared to put my stuff out there. So I had a coach. And I remember being on the phone with my coach, and I'm telling her like, yeah, I want to put my stuff out there, but I said, where I'm from, like, people are not going to be that receptive to it. Like, I grew up seeing crackheads, drug dealers, drug addicts. I grew up seeing the things that no child should ever have, and a lot of people even in college that I grew up around similar environments. So there's nobody that's authors, there's nobody that's publishing, putting out things like that. They don't know like that, people like that. So and people are not going to be receptive to it. And she said, okay, Terrell, so what you're saying is you want to put your stuff out, you want people to see it, but but you're scared to put it out because you don't know how it's going to be received. You don't know if people are going to enroll in your courses and things of that nature. I said, yeah. She said, okay, I get you. She said, well, let me be honest with you. She said, you're a scared child. I said, what? Whoa. I said, I'm paying you? I'm paying you to talk to me crazy? Right? Well, I didn't say that, but that's what I wanted to say. So she said, she said, not to be rude, but what it really is you scared to put your stuff out into the world. You acting like you're a perfectionist, so you want to keep perfecting it and waiting. But really it is you're scared to put it out and you're doubting yourself. And she said, right now, how many people are watching your videos online? I said, nobody. She said, why is that? She said, because I said, because I didn't put it out. She said, exactly. It's not in the world, so nobody's going to see it. How many people are enrolling in your courses right now? I said, well, nobody. I don't have no money in my course right now. She said, why? I said, because I never released it. She said, exactly. People are not going to be able to know what you have until you release it into the world. And it's not going to be perfect the first time you come out. You're going to put your videos out, and it's not going to be as good, but people are going to give you feedback on it. And then at the feedback that people get, you're going to take it, and then you're going to make it better. And then you're going to continue, and then you're going to get that feedback and continue, put it back into the world. They're going to give you more feedback. And it's always an iterative process. And that's when a light bulb went off in my head. Like, oh, you know what? I've been lying to myself this whole time. I've been acting like I'm a perfectionist, but in all actuality, I was just scared to take risk. I'm scared to put myself out there. I was scared to take action because I felt like I needed to continue keep learning and keep trying to make things better. And when I really need to just take that first step. And I remember just that being one of the biggest lessons in my life is I have to be able to just go and take action no matter what it is. And that's what I learned. So the second thing I learned, second lie, we tell ourselves, and I told myself, is definitely, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so stressed out, it paralyzes me. I have so many things going on. I just remember saying that multiple times. Like right now I have a wife, but at the time when I had my fiance, like it was, I was even grinding then, right? I'm a newlywed, been married about a year now. And even before then, when I really first started getting into this business and industry and working, it was like, I'm trying to do so many things. I'm trying to maintain and prepare for this wedding. I got, I'm doing things at my job. I got a 9-to-5 job that I got to manage and maintain and pay attention to, be sharp for. And then also I'm trying to run a business. It's like so many different things. And I remember just being so overwhelmed, and I had a dog, right? So believe it or not, especially when you have a puppy, it can be a little challenging to manage it, right? To manage that, especially when they're just born. So, it was just so much for me to sort of manage and try to balance. And, it just made me throw my hands up in the air and I didn't do anything. We had so much stuff going on that I didn't do anything. So, so that really hurt me a lot. And then, or you could be on the other end of the coin and, which is, I've been on this side too, where I just lack motivation. There's some days where I don't feel like getting up. Right? I don't want to get up 3:00 in the morning. Me, most days I put on my Instagram, I'm up 3:00 in the morning. We talk about a quote. And that's what it is. But there's some days, where I lack motivation and I'm not perfect. And just as a disclaimer too, as I'm continuously going through these secrets and we talking, I'm not saying at any point in time that I'm perfect. I'm delivering the message of what works. I'm working these things out just like you. You on a journey with me to get better, just like I'm on your journey. I'm with you, and you're getting better at the same time. So we're going to the top together. But by any means, I'm not perfect at all this stuff. But this is the stuff that works at the end of the day. So me being lacking motivation is it happens to all of us, but we got to find what gets us up in the morning. We got to find what's going to be able to help get us excited to want to wake up. Is it our kids that we waking up for? Is it because we want to leave a legacy that we want to we waking up for? Are we building a business? Are we building a family? What are we doing? What's going to get you excited? It's going to get you juiced. Are you doing something for your grandmother, your grandparents? What's getting you excited to wake up? You got to find what that why is, what you're excited about. That's what's going to get you juiced and pumped to wake up every single morning. Okay, so does this make sense? Hopefully you like this. Okay, are you following me so far? Does these things seem like could you imagine and see, okay, I could see how overcoming these lies that I'm telling myself is going to help me be more productive? Could you see that? Could you see how, okay, well, if I just stop over analyzing stuff so much, trying to be perfect, trying to get it right, that I'll get more things done? Could you see how if you feel like you have all these different things going on, but if you just realize that, okay, I'm gonna work on one thing at a time, and I'm gonna take it in small bite-sized chunks where I can handle it, that I'm not going to be overwhelmed. Do you get that? Do you see how when you find something that's bigger than you, family, friends, a mission in life, a vision, that's what's going to wake you up? Do you see how if you overcome that lack of motivation in you by being more attached to your why, that's going to wake you up 3 o'clock in the morning? So that is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And yeah, Bernie, yeah, thank you. We still here writing everything. Thank you for writing everything down, because this is key. These are things that I'm continuously working on. These are the things that actually work, and I can't wait. I can't wait to to hear the testimonials afterwards about everybody on here that's applying these things. So it's a beautiful time. Okay, all right. So also part of secret number 2 is the power of planning and overcoming obstacles. So one, planning is, we talked a little bit about that already, but planning is key. You can't just go from an idea to straight doing it. You got to go from idea to putting the things in place for you to be successful, and then you actually go be productive and be successful. Okay, so that's putting the tactics to work. Okay, that's what it is. You got strategy, but then now it's okay, what's the tactical things that I need to put in place in order for me to be successful? And then ultimately overcoming obstacles is really just about overcoming your emotions. People say, I have all these obstacles, I can't do this, or this person has stopped me from doing that, or, I don't have confidence in myself to do this. All of these things are really just managing your emotions. Because don't you wonder, or have you ever realized that when you manage your emotions correctly, and you get more things done? Like, let's say if you're in an emotional state where you're angry, do you ever feel like being productive and getting things done? Right. If right. Like, have you ever felt like, when you're excited and you have energy and enthusiasm, or do you feel like you're getting things done? Right. When you're happy, when you're joyful, do you feel like getting things done? So these are the things that's actually going to help you take yourself to the next level. And that's that's the first step to overcoming obstacles. Okay. So strategy moment. How can you plan better and manage your emotions better? That's the question I want you to write. So if you're writing, taking notes down, make sure that you're putting down what you can, how you can plan better, and how you're going to manage your emotions. Okay. All right. So let's talk about a quick myth. This is myth versus reality. Okay. The myth is obstacles control my feeling. The reality is I control my own feelings. At the end of the day, one of my mentors says the power plant does not borrow its own. It doesn't borrow energy. It generates its own energy, right? It generates its own energy. So you have to generate your own emotion if you want to feel things, right? So a lot of people think things happen to us and then we feel things. No, we generate the emotion. We see something that's happening. We come up with a perspective, a thought about it, and then we generate the emotion. At the end of the day, you could generate any emotion that you want. If I had time, what I would do is I would, or if we was in a live workshop, what I would do is I would stop and say, all right, I want you to think about, a time that made you angry. And I'll give you a couple minutes to really think about that. And then I'll ask you how you feel. And you'll say, oh, I feel angry. I feel upset. Right? I said, right, think about a time that, and then in the same moment, I'll say, okay, think about a time that made you real. Think about something that really made you happy. Think about something that made you laugh. Think about something funny that you could think of. Next thing I know, you laughing and you feeling good. At the end of the day, all you did was use your brain in order to think about certain things that helped you generate an emotion. So why don't we do that on a normal basis? We feel like everything is exterior that's affecting us. It's all in our brain. We have the ability to think about certain things and to look at certain things in a way that's going to help us generate emotions, that's going to help us overcome the obstacles that we face in our life. That's key. Is this worth knowing? Is this cool? Like, this is exciting. Like, once I'm like, this is stuff that I'm learning, is blowing my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I have to tell the world about this, because this is, I practice this stuff every day. Not perfect with it every day, but practice it. So I implore you to do the same thing. Okay. So secret number 3 is I can easily stop others from distracting me and stay focused all week. So we can have, one, we know that productivity is the way to accomplish anything that we want to accomplish in life, right? I don't care how much knowledge you know, how much things you know, productivity is the way to get things done. All right. So we on the same page there, right? All right. So we also know that we have the ability to control our own emotions, and we can accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. All right. So I know I can generate the emotions. I know I can think about my why. I can think about who's important to me. I know I can get myself motivated to take action. I know that if I'm productive with my time, that I could remove the distractions, and I have more time to put towards my family. I have more time to put towards my side business, my career, and things that is important to me, right? But the thing that I still hear, even knowing productivity is important, even knowing that you have the ability to control your own destiny and control your own emotions to get things done, this thing I still hear is, well, I have people around me that distracts me. I have people around me that is not going to allow me to get things done. I have people that's at my job that continues to knock on my cubicle door. I have people that's calling me all day, my mom, my boyfriend, girlfriend, my spouse. I have my kids, they little babies, they small, they toddlers. They need my attention, right? So how do you still accomplish what you need to accomplish, and you have all these external forces, right? Right? Including your phone. Now, don't get me started on the phone. You probably heard me rant about this before. Your phone is just the gateway into your life, right? You got email, you got text, you got all types of apps that's trying to get more access to you. You got FaceTime, you got everything. So how do you do that? So that's what we're talking about in secret number 3. Okay. So hopefully you like this so far. Hope you do. All right. So secret number 3. All right. So how do you do that? Well, it's gonna consist of a few things. One, you got to do something that's called time squeezing. Okay. Time squeezing. And what time squeezing is helping you compress the time in your daily activities, right? So things that would normally take a certain amount of time that you're doing right now, how do you compress it? How do you squeeze time out of that? Because right now, there's probably a lot of things in your life that you're doing, and it's taking you a certain amount of time, and you're not even thinking about it. You're doing it automatically, right? Like certain like meetings. Like typically, you probably, especially if you have a job, you probably take hour meetings. Well, who said you can't take 15-minute meetings? Who gave the rule that you can only do meetings for an hour? Right? So think about that. Also, how about walking away? If you sometimes you have people who stop by you, or people stop by your desk or your cubicle or whatever, or people just interrupt you while you're doing important work. Well, feel free to just walk away. That's one of the things that I do. Listen, I'm still working my daytime job. I do cybersecurity during the day. And one of the things that I do when people are distracting me and come unsolicited and randomly, they stop at me, I'll say, okay, I'll engage them for about 30 seconds to a minute. And what I'll do is I'll get up and I'll act like I'm going to the bathroom. It might be funny, but I'll act like I'm going to the bathroom. And then I'll go in the bathroom real quick, 2 seconds, and then I'll come back out and I'll go back into my queue, because our time is that important. Most people, they're not aware. Most people are not doing the things that we're talking about today. right? There should be thousands of people on this webinar right now, you know, and it's people, you know, and you know, people coming off and on, but there should be way more people here. But I can tell you right now, this is not the norm. What you're doing is not the norm. Just the fact that you're here and you're learning, I congratulate you. I thank you for being here. And these are things that's going to be game changing for the rest of your life, because guess what? Guess what's happening? I told you I'm in cybersecurity. Guess what I can tell you that's going to happen in the future? More cyber is coming. More people are coming online. I can tell you that. More technology is being built. I can tell you that. More people, more technology and companies, they want to get more data from you. They want to learn more about you. They want to take more of your attention. So the more, every single minute that passes is people, you need to learn how to be more productive. Every single day that passes, you need to be more. Month, years, as 5 years, you think you need to be productive today? Imagine how productive you're going to need to be 1 year from now, when more technology is coming out, when more people have access to you through different memes. Wait till they start doing holograms and VR and all types of stuff, right? It's gonna be so many people that's gonna want to access to you that you're gonna have to really put your blinders on, and you really gonna have to be productive. So this is becoming more relevant every single minute. Okay, so how do you squeeze more time out of your day so you can get things done? Meal prep. One of the things you're probably doing that I was doing for a long time. I mean, literally within the past 6 months, I really just started meal prepping, to be honest. I would just me and wifey, we would cook probably like 2-3 times a week. And every time you cook, and if you're a cooker, you know it could easily take you 2-3 hours to cook. Chopping up onions and tomatoes and seasoning meat and all types of stuff, right? That could take hours. So imagine you spending 10 hours a week cooking, when literally you could spend 4 hours a week cooking and preparing on a Sunday and prep for the entire week. Now you're saving 6 hours a week. Now you're saving 24 hours in a month. Imagine how many years after year. Imagine how many years. Imagine how many hours you saving, right? So, you know, I know I went a little bit longer on time squeezing, but it's important because I want you to know how to compress that time. And these are the things that I've learned. Okay, the Daily Impact Planner is essentially this book. I actually have a larger version of this book that I'll be coming out with at some future point in time, but this is the mini version, and basically this is what you already have access to. So this you should have that in your it should say file sharing, and let me see if I can share that. You know what? I have to share it. So all right, so there you go. I just shared the file. So what that is this is what you're going to use in order to stay focused every single day, right? So the Daily Impact Plan is sort of like your daily GPS. And let me see, is it on the next one? So this is like your daily GPS, to where you follow this, and every single day you'll stay focused on what you need to do, right? So I have a book, and I'm coming out with the book so you can get that. But for right now, if you just want to download it and you could print it out, you know, I would recommend print out 2 weeks and see how it works. Print out 14 pages, fill it out every morning, staple it together, do it however you do it, and just fill it out every morning. What's the project I want to accomplish today? What are my priorities I need to accomplish today? Who do I need to call that's going to help me accomplish those priorities today? What are the distractions I need to remove out my life today? That's what this is about. Okay, so I just shared the file, so you'll have access to that to download it. Okay. So you like this? Is this cool? First of all, what do you think about this Daily Impact Plan? Is this cool or what? Do you see how you can start making more money doing these things that we're talking about today? Do you see how you can start having more time with your family and friends and on your business by doing these productive habits that we're talking about today? And these are things that these are proven. It's not something that things I'm making up. These are things that I've learned from my mentors. Okay. All right. So and then the last thing is, as far as the 7 habits, is we're talking about the Sunday sit down. Every Sunday, I want you to be able to sit down, and I want you to plan out certain things throughout your week. So you're going to put on certain things on your calendar. Okay. So it don't necessarily have to go on this daily pocket planner that you're downloading, but at some point in time, if you have some kind of calendar, you might use a Google Calendar or iCalendar on your phone. I want you to put in time that you're going to spend with friends and family. every week, even if it's just on the phone. I want you to spend time working out. So what are your health times? What times you're going to work on your business? What time are you going to have fun? What time? I need you to have dedicated time for learning. So like things like this, like webinars and for reading books and for taking online courses and stuff like that. What are your designated times for you to learn? Okay. So you got to have that down. And then also, if you're a spiritual person, when are you gonna learn more about your religion? Okay, how are you going to do that? Is it going to be church? Is it going to be online? Is it going to be reading? How are you going to do that? All right, these things have to be scheduled. Is critical. Okay, so these are just some quick ways to be productive. I'm not going to go through all of them, but these are just some quick ways if you want to know how to just be more productive with your time in general. Feel free to jot a few down if you want. But you're going to do certain things like time blocking. Time blocking is, all right, I'm gonna be focused. People do things. We're more productive as humans when we have a deadline. And the only way to enforce a deadline on yourself is through time blocking. So you might say, all right, listen, I only got 30 minutes to get this done. So let me go ahead and let me grab this. Let me get this done, because after this 30 minutes, then that's it. I got to do something else. So whatever the case is. So typically I do time blocks in 50-minute chunks. So when I'm at work, I do time blocks in 50-minute chunks. And then I say, okay, well, what's the outcome that I want to get after I do that time block in this chunk? Okay. We talked about meal prepping. You can get a housemaid. Feel free to delegate tasks. You could delegate it to your kids. You could delegate it to your spouse or your significant other. You could delegate things to your teammates. You could delegate. Feel free to delegate tasks. Like for me, one of the things that I'm gonna start delegating is me doing my videos. Right now, I do all my videos myself. So it's any videos that you ever seen me put out on social media, or any testimonial videos or anything like that, I do all of those videos myself. My videos on YouTube that I put out every week, I publish. I do all those videos, editing everything myself. But that's taking up time. My craft is coming out and speaking to you. That's what I love. That's what I get juiced about, doing things like this, doing more webinars and going out speaking on stages and doing stuff like that. That's what I want to spend my time doing. But when I got to sit down and be behind the computer and start editing videos, that stuff it's cool and it's fun. I'm a cyber guy, but that's not where my best utilization for my time goes is. So so you have to do that. Say no more often. Feel free to say no more often, please. Many of us, we people pleasers, and we want to say yes. Oh yes, I'll do this. Oh yes, I'll do. Yes, I'll attend this potluck. Oh yes, I'll attend this nonprofit event. Oh yes, I'll help you move out your house. Oh yes, I'll drive you here. Yes, this. Yes, that. Yes, I'll take this phone call. We say so much yeses in our life to so many other things that's not on a path to where we want to go, then we wonder why we don't have any time. We wonder why we don't have any time for the things that we want to do, because we're not spending that. We're not utilizing our time correctly, because we keep saying yes to all these different opportunities, right? Another thing is removing distractions we talked about. So in the green, the green are things specifically that's going to help you directly make money through saving time. So if you started doing some of these things, right? Now you're saving time. What can you do with this time that you're saving now, right? So now you got 30 hours a week. You got 160 hours a month. What are you going to do with all this extra time, right? Well, if you want to make money, one of the things that you could do is you can make more sales phone calls, which is directly applicable to your income. You're going to make more money. You could create more content. You could put more money towards, you could put more time and effort towards your marketing. You could spend more time speaking, right? Whatever your craft is, art, music, whatever you're interested in, you can spend more time building skills. So that's particularly the thing that you can do. All right. So quick strategy moment is, what's the one thing that you can do next week to squeeze more time towards each project that you have? So you might have a particular project, and once you download the sheet, and you don't have to print it out unless you can find a way to type over it, maybe to Adobe Reader or something like that. But what is one thing that you can do to squeeze time out of your week? And I'm actually interested in really hearing that. What's one thing that you can do to squeeze more time? Like, what are you doing right now that's taking up time? and you could squeeze more time and get more time out. I'm interested to knowing that. All right. And then also, where will you do your Sunday sit down? Okay. All right. Bernie says, cool. I just freestyle my day most days, so I know it will help. Yeah, there you go. You know, if you're going through freestyle, you know, then, you know, don't complain that, you know, all right, you know, I don't have time, because we really all have time. It's just that we spend a lot of it in mind, you know. And so you might think, so one person might say, well, damn, Terrell, that means I got to be scheduled all the time. I got to know what I'm doing every minute, every hour. Oh my God, that's too disciplined. That's too much, right? And you know, and really what it is, you know, so you have free time though. Like there's times where I have free, like there's days where I have free days, right? It might be a Saturday, and I just might be like, yo, wifey, we going out to the beach. We bringing a dog. We not doing anything, right? So so you can have free time. The conversation is really more geared towards, are you scheduling that free time? Not necessarily are you ever going to have free time, right? So, you know, so like, you know, so Bernie said, hey, you know, I freestyle most of my day. So, you know, that's me too. I freestyle some of my day, but the thing is, when I have it scheduled. So like sometimes during my lunch period, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes during my lunch period, I'm like, okay, I got to work on this presentation. I got to make these phone calls. But there's other times it's like, okay, 12 to 1. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me go on YouTube and watch some videos. Let me go on Instagram, Facebook, right? But the main thing is, did you schedule it? Or did you randomly just doing it because you don't feel like you have nothing else to do, right? So that's the big key. Okay. And then the Sunday sit down is what we went over as far as scheduling, family, spirituality, friends. That's what the Sunday sit down is. Every Sunday, make sure you put that into your schedule. All right. So this is just a quick recap of, you know, with the hours that you do have in a week. If you want to make more money, if you had a $200 product and you know, you have 5 hours a day, how much money could you make in a year? If you got 5 hours a day back, with a $200 product, you will make an extra $67,000 a year on top of whatever you already make in corporate America, or top of whatever you already make in your business currently, right? If money is your motivation, right? So, do you agree with this? Do you agree? And I need to get consensus on this. Do you agree? Put yes right now in the chat box if you agree that if you have more time, you will make more money if you're productive with that time. Because money is a big topic too. Do you agree? Because this is huge. This is a huge deal. Okay, so just to let you know, this is not just me. You know, there's a client that I'm working with. Her name is ALEXIS Small, and she actually runs one of the fastest growing HBCU pages on Instagram. And you know, and she started off with just, hey, let me just have a Instagram page, and you know, just say some funny things. And you know, she sort of runs like, you could think about it like the shade room of college. That's basically the type of page that she runs, and that's how she sort of started. But you know, but she said, hey, I want to start teaching people social media. I want to start doing short films. And what she started doing is being productive with time. She started doing the habits that we talked about, and started blocking time out. To find interns. She started blocking time out to find partnerships, and now she's looking at getting her animated series published with Disney, because she spent time doing that. She having movie screenings in Compton on the West Coast. You know, now she's having care packages for students, and she only did that because she started saying, okay, wait, where am I wasting time? Okay, let me focus on this care package today for these 2 hours. Okay, let me focus on finding partnerships. Okay, boom. All right, got Disney, right? So that's the type of things that we also need to do as well. Okay, so it's not just me. You follow these methods, it's going to work for you magically. Okay, so we all have disposable income as well. Okay, so we have to think about, okay, we either have money or we have time typically, right? If you got a lot of time, typically you're probably not making that much money. If you have a lot of money, typically you may not have time, depending on what you do with that, right? But we all have disposable income. So one of the reason I say that is because use your income to, one, increase your knowledge and learn more about getting things done, learn more ways about saving time, but also use money to help you save time. A lot of people think Uber is a is a cab company, which, okay, it is, right? We can argue and say it is, but this is what I would argue Uber really is. I would say Uber really is a company that helps you save more time. It's Uber. The real business Uber is saving time, because Uber could have been another company, came out with another cab company, and they would have been mediocre just like the rest of the cab companies. But when they decided to say, you know what, how can we make people save more time having to flip through phone books or search online or wait on long hold times to speak to a cab that don't have any cabs in the area, right? So don't feel free to spend money to help you save time, because that's where the world is going. Okay. And you got to not only just be able to look at today, but look at where the world is going. The world is going towards more technology. More technology means more tracking, more cameras, more people tracking your phone, more people tracking your moves. There's nothing that you can do or put online that nobody cannot find or cannot track. Everything that you search, everything that you do, people, I'm telling you, right? Being a cybersecurity guy, I'm telling you, everything that you're doing is tracked. And people want to find more information about you, your age, your demographic, how much money you make, where you live, right? So the more that they're doing that to you, you understand, the more that they're able to better market to you. A lot of it's just marketers want to be able to market to you better. So that means they grab it for your attention more. They know where to find you more. They can mail you stuff more. They can follow you on social media, right? They can send you emails. So you got to be able to see where the world is going. So be able to save that time, okay? All right, so we went through a lot. We went through a whole lot, right? In the past hour, we went through everything. We went through the 7 productive habits. I showed you how to overcome procrastination. I showed you how to save time, not make yourself overwhelmed. And in this, I tried to go through this as fast as I can, but I actually really only touched the tip of the iceberg, right? So what we really need to get more intact is we need to talk more about the mind. We didn't get a chance to talk about that. We didn't get a chance to talk about energy, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much you know, how productive you want to be. If you're tired, you're not going to do anything, right? We talked about some ways for you to be productive, but there's some specific ways that you need to implement. I told you what you need to do, but you still need to know how to implement some of those things. So we need to talk about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a special deal. I actually have a course out right now, but I'm doing something. I'm doing something special. And first of all, before we jump in, let me know if you found today valuable. Like even if you dropped off the webinar right now, let me know if you found what we went over today valuable. Do you feel like you'll be able to take what you've learned throughout this webinar, at least one thing that you've learned, and then take this into your life, into the real world, and apply it and save more time, make more money, balance your life, overcome procrastination? All right, I'm seeing yeses. Okay, I'm seeing yeses. So, so if you found this valuable, then then I think that the natural next step is you want to continue your journey. So one of the things, so if I have permission, I'm gonna share with you, and this is no pressure, but I'm gonna share with you a course that I have out right now, and I'm actually doing something that's very special and very unique with this course right now. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna share that with you. Okay. So I have a course that's called More Productive Days, and this course is consistent of 4 modules, right? So these modules is mindset, right? We need to talk more about your mindset, because 90% of all success is in the mind. So how do you overcome certain barriers in your mind to be more successful? That's one thing we're talking about. Module 2, we're talking about energy rejuvenation. How do you get more of your energy back? You can have the most knowledge in the world, you can know what to do, you can have a strategy, but if you're tired, you're not gonna do anything. There's been many days that I've waken up in the morning and I was so tired. I knew what I was supposed to do when I woke up that morning, but I was so tired I didn't feel like doing it, and I went back to sleep. Right, so it doesn't matter if you don't have the energy to do it. And then unbreakable personal productivity, we're going to be talking about some ninja strategies that goes even further, but more into the implementation of how to do the things that you need to do. That's some of the things we talked about, but some more ninja strategies, but also how to do those things. And then also, how do you overcome obstacles? We're all going to face obstacles. I don't care if you're a millionaire or you make an average income. There's some things that you need. Now, one of the interesting things that I'm doing right now is, although I have this course, right now I'm looking to bring on a board of advisors, right? Because I have this course, but I want to be able to, I'm revamping the course. So basically, I'm relaunching it and I'm doing the modules over, I'm doing the videos over. So I have a course right now and I'm looking to bring on 10 advisors. So these 10 advisors are going to actually go through the course that's currently right now. And then I also want you to be able to critique and evaluate the information that's in the course. So I know the course is A1, but I want to make sure that that this board of advisors are able to give their impact and their feedback and their input at different things of that nature. Okay, so with all of that being said, you see the total value here, $774, but but I'm gonna share with you something special, because if you decide to join my board of advisors and go through this course, I'm going to do something special. Okay. So I thought about, okay, well, what's one other thing that you would need with the course? Well, one is I'm gonna give you a 1 hour personal strategy session. So for this strategy session, this is, let's say if you have a business, you might want to talk to me. All right, how do I be more productive? If it's in your personal life, you might say, okay, well, how do I be more productive towards, Terrell, I have a health goal. I've been trying to lose weight for years and I don't know how to be productive towards losing weight. Talk to me about it in this 1 hour strategy session. Typically I charge $97 for that, but I'm just throwing that in as a bonus for when you purchase the course. Okay. So that's one. And then I said, well, what else I can do? Well, the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 2 free tuition waivers to the How to Master Time Management 101 workshop. This workshop is more specifically towards time management. Being productive and time management is not the same thing. A lot of people think that's the same thing. Mastering time management is more specifically managing blocks of time. Is more specifically geared around timing. Is more specifically geared around schedule. You're not thinking about health. You're not thinking about mindset. You're thinking about specifically time. It's more tangible. So that's what time management workshop is. Now, this is a live workshop. I'm gonna give you 2 free tuition waivers. But let's say I'm located in, we got people from New York, we got people from VA. I'm located in VA right now. If you are not in the VA area, this will be streamed. And specifically there'll be a replay of this live workshop for whoever signs up for the course today. Okay, so if you can't make it live, don't worry about it. I'll still give you free tickets to the next one, and I'll still let you get the access to the recordings of this workshop. Okay, so this is actually going down in June. So this is a workshop that's happening in June. Okay, so I give you two bonuses. So this is everything that you get in today. You get in the module 1. You get in the mindset mastery. You get energy rejuvenation. You get unbreakable personal productivity, overcoming obstacles. You get a 1 hour personal strategy session with me. That's typically $97. And you get in 2 free tuition waivers to my live workshop. All right. So all of this is only $931 to get access to all of this. But if you join my board of advisors and help me critique my course, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something special for you. I'm gonna do something special because you're taking the time out to not only go through material and learn, but you're saying, Terrell, you know what? I want to help you. I want to work with you with this course. I want to help you build the new version of this course. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be part of your board of advisors. So if you decide to do that, then I'm gonna do something special for you. So just think about this real quick. What if this, what you've learned today and what you're gonna learn, if all this did was help you make your business more profitable, would it be worth it? Give me a yes in the chat box if it is. If all you did, these productivity strategies, all it did was help you make more money, would it be worth it? What about if it helped you finally start being productive and help you kick into action, help you start taking things to the next level? Would it be worth it? Right? If the only thing this course did was help you get back 30 hours of your life per month, would it be worth it? That's what we're talking about. Okay. So, one client could be worth 55. It depends. If you're in business, then it depends on how much you can make. Just a quick story. There's a lady who I did I helped her with, she was thinking about doing consulting services with me, right? And one of the things that she said was, she asked, okay, well, Terrell, how much do you charge the coach? I said, well, I have a 12-week coaching program and it's $1,000 for me to coach you for 12 weeks. She was like, oh my God, $1,000. She said, well, I don't really know if I can afford it right now. Now she's a daycare owner, right? And I said, okay, I said, I understand that, but I said, the strategies and things that I'm helping people with, they really make money with it. If you own a business, they really help make money. And, even if it's in your personal life, you'll learn things and you'll overcome things that you'll really be able to take with you. She said, okay, I sort of get it. And she was sort of, giving me no, right? So then I said, okay, well, what you're struggling with particularly? She said, well, I'm actually going to go out of business if I don't get more people to bring their children into my daycare center. I said, wow. I said, how many kids do you need? She said, I need about 10. I said, okay. I said, well, let's take it one step at a time. I said, all right, you're not paying me for this, but I said, I want to still be able to help you anyway. And I want to show you that my value is worth it. So I said, okay, well, how much are you charging for your daycare services? She said $175 a week. I said, okay, that's per child. She said, yes, that's per child. I said, okay. I said, on average, how long does one kid stay with you? She said, about 2 years. I said, it's okay. So that's about, how many years is in a month? What, 52 weeks, right? In a year. I said, okay. I think it's 54, right? 54 weeks in a year. That's okay. 2 years, right? So that's 108. I said, okay. So I said, let's think about it like this. What if how many employees do you have? She said, I have about 5 employees. I said, okay. I said, what if you use your employees to help you market? She said, I can do that. I said, but you got to pay them $175 up front for the first week. She said, oh my God, I can't do that. She said, I'm going out of business now. How am I going to give them $175 what I make in the first week? I said, think about it like this. You just told me that that on average, you have kids that stay with you for 2 years, paying you $175. We did the calculations. It came out to over $18,000. I said, would you pay one of your employees $175 one time for the first week in order to make $18,000 because they're going to stay on average 2 years? She said, oh. She said, I didn't think about it like that. I said, exactly. I said, I didn't say exactly like that, but I said, I hope you, I said, are you getting it now? We have to think a little bit more long term. And, she said, you know what, your value is worth it. And you know what, absolutely, listen, sign me up for your coaching program. And, she became a client, and now she's on her way to making that 18,000. And that's only one kid. Remember, she said she wanted 10 kids. So that's what I'm helping her do now. But, that just goes to show the value that when you even just take the time and the money to invest in somebody, invest in something, that you're going to get, that you're going to save time. Because ultimately she's saving time, because she could have been struggling and trying to figure this out for years and years and years, wasting time, being non-productive. But she decided to pay a little bit of money, get a mentor, get a coach. And then now that helps speed up her process so much. And then now she's making more money in her business. And, and now she's actually looking to open up a whole nother location. So that just goes to show you that. Okay. So now you can see why others are paying me $1,000 just to coach them over 12 weeks, right? So but obviously I'm not going to charge $1,000 for the course. I'm not going to charge that. I'm not even going to charge $931 in order to be able to be a part of the course and get the bonuses that I said. If you decide to be part of my board of advisors and help me evaluate this course, you're going to go through it, you're going to learn, but you're also going to be evaluating the course and providing feedback. You're going to say what helped you, what needs to be improved, right? If you go through that, I'm going to waive this $931 fee. And today, you'll get the course and you'll get the bonuses and be a part of the board of advisors for only $49. Mind blowing. And the only reason I made it so low, this course is typically $931. If I ever put it on sale, it's going to be $497. So the course that you'll be going through, right? When we come up with the new version, so you say, Terrell, I want to be part of the board of advisors, hey, sign me up. And actually, let me make sure that I put this I'm going to put this now. So, while you're here, if you want to go ahead and sign up, you can do that right now. You say, Terrell, I want to be part of the board of advisors, and I want to join, and this is your chance right now to get in that $49, because I would never do this again. And this is something that's going to be ongoing, and plus the stuff that you're going to get. But just the fact that you're helping me out and you're helping the community and other people who are going to be going through this course, I want to do something extra special for you. So that's why it's $49 and it's not $931. Okay. So the link is in the chat box right now. So feel free to do the link. But I also thought about okay, well, what else can I do for you? What else can I help you with? And I said, okay, well, maybe if we get on a live webinar once a month, what can we do together? So I decided to also throw in 1 free year of productive monthly live webinar. So every single month like this, we're going to jump on a webinar and we're going to talk about a different topic about productivity, about life, about success, confidence, whatever the case is. You're going to be able to ask questions about anything you have, anything that you're going through. And each and every month, you're going to have me as a coach. And it's just crazy because I'm not even charging that with the $49 just to get into this program by itself. By itself, this program is over $500. Okay. So, but you'll get that just for joining the board of advisors. So this is like a one-time thing that I'm ever doing. So if you're watching this now, or if you're watching this on a replay, once this is over, this is done. Once I hit my 10 board of advisors, so the first 10 people to join this program is going to be on the board of advisors. I'm closing this down. You're not going to hear anything or see anything about this course probably for the next couple months until I'm revamping it. I'm going to be working closely with my board of advisors, and we're going to be making this course A1. And the next time it comes out, it's probably going to be about $500. Okay. So yeah, but that's what it is for right now. Okay. But today you get the course and you get the bonuses today just for $49. And the link is right here. So, as I'm talking, feel free to click the link and sign up now. If you have any questions, put that in the chat as well. Now there's 2 quick things. One, you have your first option is you could do nothing. And you can just continue, you can just go and you can just run with the things that you've learned, okay? Which would be helpful to you. But you're not, you still need to be able to do something. You still need to be able to learn more strategies. You still need to be able to learn about your health. You still need to be able to learn about your mindset. So you can do nothing, or you could take this leap of faith. Take this leap of faith with me, right? And I'm calling it a leap of faith because, one, I want you to go through the course, and I want you to, if you feel like you got value today on the webinar, then you definitely going to have value once you take the course, right? Because that's where I'm really teaching and revealing everything that, I gave you what I know now, but I'm really teaching you a lot of the advanced stuff, okay, and other stuff that I can't cover in 1 hour, okay. Or you can do the second option or you can make a small investment of $49 one time, and you have access to all the bonuses and everything. Okay. All right. And my crazy guarantee is, if for any reason, right, for any reason that you take this, if you take it and you feel like, and I'm talking about even as a board of advisor, if you go through it and you like, you know what, this is nothing like what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more valuable. If you don't like it at all, I will personally coach you myself for 12 weeks. You won't even have to pay the $1,000. I'll coach you personally myself for 12 weeks because I know that the course that you're getting ready to be a part of, I know that the value is there. You're going to be, like I said, although you're going to be helping me create the new version of it, I know the value itself is there, okay? And so that's my guarantee that it's at least going to be, listen, it's going to cost at least $500, but I guarantee you it's at least $49, right? So, but that's my guarantee, okay? So again, this is what you're getting. You're getting the mindset mastery, the energy rejuvenation, the unbreakable personal productivity, the overcoming obstacles, and you get all 3 bonuses, the personal session, the 2 workshops, and you get one free year access every single month. We're jumping on together, and you're gonna get free access to the monthly productivity calls. Okay. So one, signing up is simple. Just click the link right there. You're going to get access immediately to the course where you can start going in and evaluating it and doing different things. And then also you're going to get access to all the bonuses within 24 hours. We're going to set up your personal strategy session. I'm going to give you information in regards to our calls and everything. And actually the first productive monthly session is going to start within the next 15 minutes. So that's actually, that's the next call. So like literally as soon as we get off this, in about another 10 to 15 minutes, we're gonna jump on the first month of the monthly call, and but this will be a call, and we can just sort of chat about things that you learn, things that you're going through. That'll be more personal. Okay, that's what that is. All right, so that's actually going down in about another 15 minutes. Okay, so be able to access the link there. Just real quick, again, I'm not a genius. I went to HBCU. I didn't go to Harvard. There's nothing special about me. I grew up in the hood. I grew up, I wasn't the smartest person in my class. But the thing that really made me different is that I spent a lot of time learning about how to be productive in business, how to be productive in life. I spent a lot of years and a lot of money, thousands of dollars learning about it. So I want to be able to take everything that I know and I want to be able to give it to you on a silver spoon. So you'll be able to learn more and you'll be able to accomplish your goals. All right. So everything again that you're getting, so all the modules and then all the bonuses is typically $1,500, but obviously you're not paying $1,500 today for everything that you're getting, the bonuses and the modules. That's not what you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So money or excuses. You can either make money or you can make excuses, but you cannot make both. That's what one of my mentors told me. You can make one or the other. You can make up all these excuses why you can't be productive, why you can't get things done, why you can't manage your time, why you can't motivate yourself, why you procrastinate. You can either do that or you can make money or you can make progress. Money or excuses. Okay. So that's it. So that's what we have for today. Click the link above and you'll be able to access and join the More Productive Day course to get access to the bonuses. Like I said, the first month is the first month of More Productive Days. The monthly course is actually going to start in about 15 minutes. How do you get access to that? As soon as you sign up, you're going to get an email, and that email is going to have your dial-in information. You got to do is call in, and then we'll have a conversation. Okay. So that's what we have today, $49. And unless you have any other questions, hopefully, did you like this? Does this make sense? Did you enjoy what you've learned today? Do you feel like you received value for your time? We've been on here about 90 minutes. I hope you really feel like you've learned something. And if you did, definitely give me a yes, and I'm so glad that, and blessed that you decided to take the time. Okay. So, all right, so thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for being on. If you don't have any questions, right now we have Bernie that signed up. All right, thank you, Bernie, for signing up. You'll receive an email, and we'll be on the call in about another 10 minutes. As more people see this and more people sign up, and it's going to be a lot more people who's going to see the replay of this as well, and so they'll be signing up once they see the replay as well. Okay. But besides that, everybody, you continue to be great. Continue to make things happen. If you have any questions, you can either write them now, or if you signed up, we'll have, we'll have a conversation, probably in about another 10 minutes, and then we can address things personally there, your insights, anything that you want to learn, anything that you have. Okay. So until next time, you continue to grind, and remember, make each and every day more productive. All right. Join the board of advisors at 10. That's it. I'm stopping it at 10. You're not going to see this for the next few months. So I really encourage you to join the board. I really appreciate it. I want you to help me grow this course, the new version of this course, all right, and make it amazing. So people, when they paying $500, $1,000 to join this course, they absolutely know that it's worth it. Okay, so please join my board of advisors and get this one-time only discount right now for $9. All right, so continue to grind, continue to make things happen. Until next time, make each and every day more productive. All right, see you in the course, and also see you at the call in a few minutes. Take care, everybody.